Hello, why breaking free isn't enough, and how to see what's really going on. Hi, Will Perry. Welcome to another Keeping the Conversation Alive. Hope you are well. So, why why breaking free isn't enough, and it just sets the pattern to repeat. So, breaking free. What I mean is leaving, and this is a complicated area, but as much of this stuff is leaving an abusive relationship, leaving a controlling relationship, ending a relationship that you know deep in your heart of hearts has run its course, that was never good enough, or was, you've never been good enough. Maybe you've been blamed a lot, because they'll never take the blame if they're controlling. They'll always blame you. So that's played on your negative belief about yourself, your mother of all beliefs. And isn't that canny? They can play on that even though you don't fully know it yourself. So there's loads and loads of, I've got stuff about, I've got courses about, well, I've got a free course on the different types of abuse, but that's where I started. If kind of my history, that's where I started 13 plus years ago, doing the YouTube about, oh, people must know about this emotional abuse. You need to get away from your abuser. They're vampires. They control you, and all that. Passion personified in that area. And it's like I wanted people to understand this stuff. But then as I understood more about it, it was like, oh, just a minute. What is it about us that's getting them to come towards us? What is it that we're attracting them? Because we want to not attract them. It's like, oh, what is it? What is it? Is it a smell? No, it's a magnetism. So what are we attracting? And it's this low self-esteem. We give our power away. So it's like, oh, okay. So abusers dominate, controlling, dominating people. And it's a grayscale. It might be really covert, or it might be really overt. So really obvious. Or and really clear, like shaking a fist in your face, or it might just be a subtle undermining that wrong foots you every now and then. Oh, I don't, no, you're overreacting. Oh God, you can never take a joke. Why do why do I always have to be so careful around you? Why are you so sensitive? You're too sensitive. So it can be a really subtle undermining of you. So it's a grey scale, but it's ultimately about control and dominance over you, control over you, dominance over you. And it could be really subtle or it can be really overt. But the thing that adds into the mix, it's not just about them. It's not about them being that and suddenly hapless you gets consumed and sucked into it. No, you give your power away. Do you want my power? Do you want my power? I love you. Have my power. It's that we've never learned to have our power because of and this goes back to my video yesterday. In family, we've learned to give our power away. We've never learned to be powerful within ourselves, to be confident within ourselves, to have self-worth, self-esteem, to have that inner self-worth about ourselves, that we go, yes, I am worthy. I am able to do it. I have to work. I might have to learn new things, but I can do that. Get knocked down, pick myself up. I can do it, rather than shooting yourself in the foot. No, get like that. Shooting yourself in the foot and sabotaging yourself before you get that success, before you get that confirmation, before you actually get to question and challenge your own negative belief. Aha! Isn't that funny the way it works? Sabotage yourself before you might get successful. So what? It's not that the abusers change us or convert us. It's that we're there giving away our power, and they come along and say, "Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, ma'am." But it's not that obvious, of course, because they're wonderful, and we fall in love with them, and it's a wonderful balance, and we balance each other out, and power couples. I remember I've been called power couple before, and it's like, wow, it's an amazing thing. Yet there's things that people don't see because it's all behind closed doors, that you don't like to admit to yourself, let alone anybody else, or question with your partner or anything like that. You just keep quiet because you feel that it talks to the deepest, darkest insecurity within you. So how are you gonna, go? Oh, by the way, did you know I'm useless? I think I think I am. No, you're not. You're amazing. Oh, phew, thank you. I don't think I am. In fact, I know I'm not. You don't. It's so complicated. And we're, as humans, so complicated, so backwards. You might be a people pleaser, a prime people pleaser, a perfect people pleaser. You might be an empath. You might be a doormat. Oh, people walk over you, and you say thank you. How else can I help you? It's funny, but you need to laugh at it to be able to shake out of it, because it's the source of your greatest pain. It's deep dark stuff. But humor is actually the way to be able to tackle it without pain, and that's an awesome thing. To be able to have a different perspective, to see things differently for good, to be able to help change things. So you want to help and fix. The empath thing. That's a classic thing. Wanting to help and fix a partner. You can see the pain, the deep, the chinks in there. That they're good people. They want to be. Oh, you can see it, and you want to help them, and you give even more to help them, but you can never help them. Oh, it's a cunning little wee tricky. I won't go into Scottish accent. My Scottish accent isn't that good, as opposed to all the other ones. So you want to, you've got all these things. You're a people pleaser, an empath. Maybe you want to help your partner. You can see the vulnerability within them, and you share that vulnerability, and it's oh my God, it's a tricky thing. So leaving a partner that's controlling you is a good thing, and I've helped many people leave negative, bad, unhealthy relationships, and that's a good thing. I think especially, I was going to say even when kids are involved, but actually especially when kids are involved, because what you get to do is show them the good side that you could never show when you were under the influence, under the control of that manipulator, of that dominant person, or when you are giving your power away. You need to grow yourself, because leaving isn't good enough, because you'll attract the same but different. And what I mean by that is you'll attract the same pattern but in a different person, and it'll look different, it'll sound different, it'll feel different, better than before, because maybe it's not as overt, maybe it's a little bit more subtle, and then you just, oh, it must be me. Maybe it's even more subtle, and you think, oh God, no, they're amazing, I'm so lucky. And if people say that to me, I go, oh, because it should be an equal level, shouldn't it? Should it not? You should be on the same level of respect and capability, and all that. Not skills. You can have different skills, but you're equal. It isn't about one, putting somebody on a pedestal. That's a very moment. So what if you don't grow yourself from an abusive relationship, from leaving a relationship? If you don't grow yourself sufficiently, you will attract, but it'll seem different. And it might just be on that grayscale, slightly different, but it's the same pattern. And I don't want that for you, because it's not good. You need to work on you. You need to learn to control your power. You need to learn to be comfortable in your power. What that means is being enough. Not needing others to balance you, or not to balance out and together we're one and all that stuff. It's like, no, don't need somebody else to complete you or balance you out or anything. You need to be enough in here. You need to not have that negative belief that's, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm useless, I'm rubbish, I'm ugly, I'm disgusting. You can't have that. You need to get rid of that. Otherwise, you're just going to attract more people, because that's when you give your power away, because you're not worthy. Do you want my power? I love you. You can, it's not healthy, it's not good, and it's not good if you've got kids, because you're just going to teach them how to do the same. And I'm sure you don't want that for you, because there's an inner pain with that, regardless of the pain that it causes in the relationships that you have subsequently as well. So my invitation to you is that if you have ever had a controlling relationship from, just either my other stuff that you know of me, if I know that you have, and we've had this conversation, then by all means, still answer the question to me directly. But if you haven't, particularly if you haven't communicated with me before, and I don't know this or not, from you. Let me know whether you have had a controlling relationship in the past, maybe a really overt one to you, but not since. That's the bit I'd want to challenge you on. And I hope that it's like, yeah, you've grown all this stuff, and but I'd love to just ask you a couple of questions. So have you had in the past a controlling relationship. That's my invitation to you. Many thanks. I hope you're well, and look forward to speaking to you soon. Do take the test. This is a really interesting one. The test can show this propensity for negative emotions, this propensity for giving your power away, this propensity for thinking you're not enough, and it's a really quick test. All right, many thanks. Hope you're well. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.